Hello and welcome to our brand spanking new channel. It's only our 17th video, so if you are here for the first time or if you're a returning visitor, welcome back. So we're going to go straight to what happened today in African history. I'm sure you're wondering who this beautiful lady is in the thumbnail. Just hang on and it all will be revealed. Okay, so the first event of note on this day in African history, I'm sure you recognize that face. That is good old Madiba. So on this day, Nelson Mandela received the Joliot-Curie Gold Medal for Peace, and the year was 1964. Now, if you remember from your history, this is the year that Nelson Mandela was incarcerated. So he did not receive this prize himself, as he had been jailed 2 years prior in 1962. So Dr. Yusuf Dadoo, a former president of the South African Indian Congress, SAIC, and the head of the anti-apartheid campaign in Britain, received the presentation from Mr. Houari Suya, who was president of the Algerian Peace Committee in Algiers. So this was the year 1964, and on this day, July 17th, the day before Nelson Mandela's birthday, 2 years after his incarceration, the Joliot-Curie Gold Medal for Peace was received on his behalf on this day. Also on this day, the year was 180. This is going way back in history. So this is a painting of the martyrdom of 12 North African Christians. So his name was Vigilius Saturninus. He was the governor of Africa Proconsularis. On this day, he sentenced 12 North African Christians to death for refusing to forsake their faith. The men were tried during the reign of the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius, and according to the trial's record, they were from the Cilia or Cilium tribe in Numidia, Africa. This is the oldest proof that Christianity was practiced in this area at the time. They were popularly known as the Scilitan Martyrs. So, for those of you who know a bit of history, this was the era when the Roman Empire was ruling the world. So North Africa was part of their region, of course. When I say the world now, there were certain parts of the world that were in their grasp. So the nearer the area was, obviously, to the capital, which was Rome in Italy, the more power they had. So North Africa was one of those regions, and in the region that these Christians were, there were Christians in this region at the time. There are still Christians now, but maybe not as many, or not as the percentage of Christians in that area in North Africa is not as high as it was then. It's not as high today as it was then. So this was what happened, sadly, on this day in the year 180. Persecution of Christians hasn't stopped. People of other religions are also being persecuted. Muslims, Hindus, Jews, you name it, they're all persecuted for their faith. So, but my personal belief is that everyone should be free to practice their religion. It doesn't matter. We are all one as Africans. We are all one as Africans. We shouldn't be causing each other grief because of religion. Religion is a personal thing, and I think it should be practiced personally as well. Okay. So let's move on to the next event that happened on this day in history. The year was 1976, the day before Nelson Mandela's birthday. African nations boycotted the opening ceremony of the Olympic Games because of South Africa's apartheid government. This happened just a day before the opening ceremony, and over 400 athletes, including world-class runners like Philbert Bayi of Tanzania, John Akibo of Uganda, and Nigerian boxer Fatai Ayinla Adekunle, were some of the athletes billed to compete in the game. So this was the day before Nelson Mandela's birthday, Presumably the games were built to start on Nelson Mandela's birthday, but 27 African nations boycotted the opening of the ceremony. Okay, so we go now to this lady, a lady whose picture features on the thumbnail. This is another photograph, obviously. Her name is Linda Ejiofor. She is a Nigerian actress and model, best known for playing Bimpe Adekoya in the Mnet television series Tinsel. She was born Linda Ihuoma Ejiofor on this day in 1986. She is from Abia State of Nigeria. Abia State is in the southeast region of Nigeria. And for her work in the movie, The Meeting, she received a nomination for Best Actress in a supporting role at the 9th Africa Movie Academy Awards. So it's happy birthday, Linda Ihuoma Ejiofor, born on this day in 1986. Also on this day, this man here, his name is John Jobu Sono, a filmmaker and soccer player from South Africa. Born on this day in 1955 in Orlando East, Soweto. Soweto simply stands for the Southwest Town. The legendary son of the soil, in quotes, Ephraim Matsilele Jomo, in quotes, Sono, rose from poverty to become a successful businessman thanks to his dedication to his profession. Sono's professional journey finally took him to the USA, where he played for the New York Cosmos. His colleague was the renowned Brazilian footballer Pelé. He transferred to the Caribou of Colorado in 1978. The Caribou of Colorado were an American soccer team that competed in the North American Soccer League during the 1978 season. The team was based in Denver, Colorado, and played their home games at Mile High Stadium. After the season, the club was sold and moved to Atlanta to become the Atlanta Chiefs. So this is Jomo Sono, filmmaker, soccer player from South Africa, who was born on this day in 1955, also a colleague of the great late Pelé. Also, last but not least, we're still in South Africa. The debut of the South African Broadcasting Corporation's first national news service commences on this day in 1950. A commercial radio program called Springbok Radio was launched on this day in 1950 and featured daily news and broadcasts in both English and Afrikaans. Initially only available in the Johannesburg region, broadcasts soon spread to all of South Africa's main cities. So on that note, guys, we end today's Today in History. Join us tomorrow, July 18th, Nelson Mandela's birthday, for another edition of Today in African History. My name once more is Sotonye Afiesimama. If you haven't subscribed yet, why not subscribe to our brand new channel so that others can receive updates of our video uploads as well. It helps the algorithm spread our video to other people. It just tells YouTube that this video is valuable and will be valuable to other people as well. Okay, so support us on YouTube, will support the channel. Essentially, that's what I'm saying. Thanks for dropping by again. See you tomorrow, July 18th. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.